Welcome back to the waterlogged potato fields of Perthshire. Well, welcome back everyone. I am back out on the lead seal field, which produced two fantastic silver coins for me. Also a phenomenal coin for Pete, it has to be said, who stole the show with his silver ingot and also that beautiful big, what we think is a crown, could be a half crown, but I think it's a crown of Queen Anne from 1712 or thereabouts. So for the moment, it's just me. I haven't actually told anyone else that I'm out because I've got pretty limited time, so I don't know if anyone else would manage, but I'll drop them a message to see. So, as I say, I'm back on the waterlogged potato field, which clearly is doing a great job to bring through the signals. Lots of lead seals, coins, relics, and more importantly, two firsts for me on that last dig. Two beautiful silver florins. One of Edward VII, Dirty Bertie, and another of his mother, a Gothic florin of Queen Victoria. First one that I've ever found. So a really, really great day. And as I say, fields are never done. We did this field to death last year and into the beginning of this year. And it gets 18 to 24 inches of plough depth put through it to put potatoes in, and it just comes alive with signals again. Before I go any further, as you know, Pete got that beautiful silver ingot, and this is the one that I got earlier this year. It weighs just over 109 grams. I've had it tested. It's 99% silver or thereabouts, and as I say, it weighs 109 grams. Now the interesting thing is, well, two interesting things. The first is 109 grams is what's called a trienne, which is a Roman weight. I think it was 109.6. Basically, it's a third of a libra, which is a Roman pound. A Roman pound weighed less than what a pound is today, but the abbreviation we use in the UK for pound is LB. And that comes from the Roman word libra, L-I-B-R-A. Now, that's a great sign for a start. We haven't weighed Pete's yet, so be interested to see if it's also a Roman measurement of weight. However, the thing that stuck out for me with Pete's was he has circles, like I have on this one. He doesn't have these two big lines on his, but what he does have is a cross. And within that cross, he has got some little stars. I think he only had 2 stars on his. I'll put his one up in a moment. But I think there's a definite relationship between this and his. So I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are. But what do you reckon? I think it's a really beautiful big lump of silver. And as I say, I think we've had, over the years now, I think this is 5 silver ingots that we've had off of these fields. So hopefully, more to come. I literally stood right there doing my introduction, got my first signal right there. Oh my god, I hit a pile of stone. It's obviously where the potato separator has been dropping the stones in. Dug down 11 inches for a tin can, damn it. And then here, I got an 88, similar signal to the last one. Now that it's out though, sounding a little bit better, but I think it may well still be a bit of a tin can or other junk. It is. It's a bit of junk. It's more of this stuff. Is it? It is. Like, it's another piece of this. What the hell is this stuff? Fields just seem to be littered with it around here. It's got this funny sort of metal. It's almost like a sort of gun metal, what you'd expect a rifle to be made from or something, but I seem to find loads of this. It's always got this little notch, this little groove in it. I don't know if it's some sort of pin mechanism for a plough or such like. If you hit a big bit of rock underground, this snaps rather than your whole plough mechanism, but who knows. Anyway, junk, not a great start. Well, what a difference a day makes. Signals galore the other day, lots of good quality finds, including 3 beautiful silver coins. Definitely Pete had the best one with the Queen Anne, but 2 florins for me. And wow, I'm just hitting nothing but garbage. I've got a little signal here though. 58, 59, bit of a mid-tone, but worth a go. Can't get any worse really, can it? I thought as well, just to give you all a little idea, I've had lots of questions, lots of theories, lots of queries about getting into metal detecting, a good first machine to have, how you go about it, how you find permissions, how you do a bit of research to maybe find out about the land. So let me know what you think, but if that's of interest, then I'll maybe do a sort of how-to, a sort of introduction to metal detecting. I mean, I've been doing it for over 20 years, I think. When did I start metal detecting? I think it was 2000, so 22 years, coming on for 23 years I've been metal detecting, so hopefully I've got a little bit of knowledge. But let me know in the comments if that's of interest, and I'll do a little video sometime over the coming weeks. Okay, let's see what this one is. Not the deepest of targets, out in the first spadeful. Could be a button. Oh, I saw something round. What is that? That is, I'm guessing, button. Looks a bit shiny to be a coin. It is a button. It's got a little raised bit there. It's a tomback. It's a tomback, but unusually it's a bit green. Normally they're a sort of silver colour. But this is probably Georgian. George III sort of era, 1760 to 1820. Got a wee 6970 this time. A little bit faint, but worth a go. Let's see if we can get it out the furrow if it's in there, because it's quite soft ground. No, might be a little bit deeper. It's about as far as I'll get without hurting my knee. Nope, still in there somewhere. Let's take a wee spadeful out. Oh, plenty of worms. Fisherman's dream round here. Right. Please be something good. Ah, it's not something good. That is a bit of copper. Bit of copper pipe maybe that's been flattened and squished. It's hard to believe this is the same field. I'm in and around exactly the same place where I got the 2 florins, because we had to stop detecting about 10 minutes after I got the second one, so I didn't get a lot of time to explore, but it's been dead. This one's an 83, 85, not the best of signals. Maybe it's something deep. Maybe it's a lead seal or a coin. Doesn't sound good. Sounds pretty irony, to be honest. Let's see. What's that? That's it there. It's not iron. That is something. That is, let me get that away. That looks like it could actually be a bit of bronze. It is. It is a little bit of bronze again. Not sure what that is. It's rounded, like it's been something and it's snapped there. So I don't know. It's maybe a guitar plectrum from the Bronze Age. I don't know. It could have maybe had a sort of long needle on the end. Maybe. There's no hole in it, but it's very heavy. It's bronze. So it's a thing. It's very tactile. It fits nicely in the hand there, and you can see it's got that lovely sort of shape. So it looks like it's been something, part of a tool, part of a needle, something like that. Who knows? 61, 62. Let's see if we can get soft enough ground to dig this in a oneer. Should have dug a wee clod rather than trying to turn it over. Honestly, this spade is The spade is very annoying with that lip, it really is. What's that there? Oh, that's a root. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Right, we've got a clod shot. We have a clod shot. Okay, somewhere. Not in there, because it's in here. Maybe a button, I'm thinking. Not in there. So somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. It's getting smaller. Definitely, oh no. A flash of gold. It's the dreaded ring pull. Not the kind of gold we were looking for. Damn, damn, and damn again. We've got a chirpy little 81 right there. Could be a lead seal. Let's have a wee flip out of that. Nope, not yet. Oh, the spade, honestly. Oh, nice bit of stony ground there as well. Right, I'm going to need two hands on this, so let me turn this off. I'll get right back to you. Right underneath that big stone that I kept hitting is a Fanta can. Damn. I'm a little bit scunnered with that other field. For some reason, you can have an amazing day, and you just think when you come back to it, you'll have a continuation, and it ends in disaster. Just a button to show for an hour's hard work. So what I've done, I've jumped into a neighbouring field, which as you can see is fairly waterlogged. It's also a former potato field, and this is the field that produced the Bronze Age axe head for me. Was that last year or the beginning of this year? I lose track. But in any case, clearly 3,000, 4,000 years ago, there was clearly someone here who either dropped or placed an axe head. So surely there's got to be something good to come from this field. Well, it's a better start, that's for sure. We've got a signal immediately, which sounds pretty reasonable. Solid 75. I'm going to say something copper alloy. I don't think it's going to be a coin, but maybe a buckle or a button or even just a little scrap of metal, but let's find out. We're out and we're in this big clod, I think, so we'll break that up a bit. And I think we're in this little clod. Yep, we are. Okay. So let it be something good. Let's get you a better view. Not in there. Not in there. Not in there. Definitely still got it. Ah, could be a coin, you know. Little impression. Could it be a halfpenny or a farthing? Ah, it's a bloody button. Look at that. There's the loop. Oh, well, that's a shame. That is a shame. Got my hopes up there for a wee second. No decoration. None that I can see anyway. It's a nice little button though. Date-wise, it's probably going to be 17 or 1800s. It's got a bit of age to it. So, but it's better than I've done for an hour. Or it's equally as good as I did for an hour in the other field, and I got this in the first 30 seconds. So, here we go. This field's not really doing much better than the last one, to be honest. That's 20 minutes since I got that button in the first 30 seconds. It's taken me 20 minutes to get a diggable signal. And even then, it's not great. 56, 57, but hopefully the ground's nice and soft, which it is. Maybe a button. So we're out, pretty shallow, as is often the case. Come on, be something decent. We've got a clod shot. Well, that makes it a little more exciting, doesn't it? Nothing better than finding junk in a different kind of way. It's a thimble. Well, that isn't bad, is it? That is not too bad. Let's see if there's any decoration or detail, or if it's just the standard copper thimble, copper alloy thimble. It's missing its top. It's flat as a pancake, been run over multiple times, and it's just got this standard dotted decoration, I think. It's got a plain band at the bottom, dotted round the top. The top, sometimes the top's made of iron or a different kind of metal, and often it corrodes, but also if it's flattened, because it's dome shaped, it's the first bit to be badly damaged and disintegrate. But it's a little copper thimble. Date wise, probably 1900s. This one was a weak 50s, and it's either going to be, I think, a button or an old fashioned shotgun cap. You see that coppery colour coming through there? And the answer is shotgun cap. Damn. This one sounds more promising. 81, 82. Definite halfpenny territory. I see the telltale white colour. Do you see it? Right there. That might be lead. It is lead. A lead what? Is it a musket ball? Haven't had one for a wee while. It is. Oh, it's another absolute whopper. Well, it's not. It's got a hole in it. It's a weight. It is a weight. Ah. Okay. Right, let me get the toothbrush. That has got a fair bit of age to it, because it's gone all white and oxidized. So it's got a couple of very big scores on it. It's been rattling about in the soil for a little bit. Question is, what kind of weight is it? Is it a loom weight from weaving? Is it a little steel yard weight for weighing goods? Or could it be a weight off of either fishing nets or rabbit nets or such like? We'll never know is the answer, but it does look kind of slightly crudely made. I'd like to think that that's got a bit of age to it. I'd like to think that that's going to be several hundred years old, or even older. Wouldn't that be nice? It could have actually been a musket ball at some point, and it's been converted to a weight, but we'll never know. But it's better than what I've been having so far. That's probably fine of the day, which tells you all you need to know. Again, another period of 20 minutes or so with no signals whatsoever, and then we've got one right here. $74. Sounds like quite a small target. It looks quite soft, so let's see if we can do a wee live dig for you. Oh, we're out, and we might have a coin. You see that right there? Where are we? There. I don't believe it. We might actually have a coin. I think we do. Oh my god, sometimes it's like one coin and you feel like your day has not been a disaster. Quite low for a coin, to be honest. 74. It looks like it's a halfpenny, and that could be Queen Victoria right there. Here we go. 100% Queen Victoria. You can see the young head looking to the left with the bun at the back of her head. Interesting though, because I always thought the bun head went out of use around 1870, 1880. However, one thing we have got very clear on it is a date right there at the bottom, and it clearly says 1890. So that's 11 years before she died. She died in 1901, and she's still showing off her young, exuberant portrait. So that is interesting. Didn't realise that she kept her young face on coins for quite so long, trying to defy the ageing process perhaps. But hey, I'm happy. A coin is always what a detectorist wants to find, especially one with a date on it. So it's over 100 years old. Well, to be precise, 132 years old. And it's better than I've had so far. Let's see if there's something else to be found. I'm always telling you, it's not all about the metal detecting signals, because look at that right there. You can see I've literally stepped right across it and then, oh, back. So always keep your eyes open for eyes only finds. What do we have here? We have a little piece of pottery. Plain white, like a slip glaze type on it. This is an order of chivalry from something called the Order of the Garter. And it would say something like Oni Soi Que Mal Y Pence. And the exact language, it's Norman French. And it basically means shame be anyone who thinks evil upon it, or words to that effect, thinks evil of it. I'm guessing that this would say to his or to her majesty or monarch king, to his majesty, to her majesty, and this is probably off some sort of decorative cup or glass. You can see the crown at the top. Within the centre you've got a shield split into four. Bottom left, that's a harp of Ireland. Top left and bottom right you've got the three lions of England, and top right, hard to see, but that would be the rampant lion of Scotland. And this is an ancient Norman French saying that's taken from way back in something like 1345 or 1348, and this is the Order of the Garter, which is the highest order of chivalry in England, still in existence today. Lots of knights of the Garter, headed by the monarch, who is now Charles III. In Scotland we've got a different order. We've got what's called the Order of the Thistle, which has got a similar sort of ancient chivalric history, albeit ours was founded back in 1685, I think it was, so a lot later than this one, which was founded back in 1348. So I'm guessing probably off some sort of commemorative jar or cup, maybe for a coronation or a golden jubilee or such like. Chances are probably Victorian, maybe Dirty Bertie, Edward VII, that kind of era. So I would guess the latter part of the 1850s all the way through to sort of early 1900s. Always keep your eye open for the eyes only finds. I think I might have another coin. Screamer 9293. Do you see it right there? Right there is maybe coin number 2. This might not be too bad a day after all. Sometimes it takes a wee while to get going. I think it is a coin. Oh, looks pretty crusty though. Could be a Georgie Porgy. It's quite a high number. George III, possibly. Right. Let's get the old toothbrush out again. I think there's maybe a head on there. The bendy thumb's done what it could. The back, you can just make out the head of Britannia just there. Seated looking to the left. Not in the best of condition, but the good thing is the other side is pretty good. Pretty good, and it'll probably clean up even more once I get some overtime with a bendy thumb. You can see the letters Georgius 111 DG, and then probably it would say Rex. So George III, by the grace of God, King of the Britons. You can see the date 18 something. I think it's 1806, and you can see his profile looking to the right. George III, he ruled from 1760 to 1820, but his son had to take the throne as regent in 1810 or 1811 because he had a huge bout of mental illness. Later in life he suffered from mental illness, but he also suffered from dementia and also blindness. He went blind, and one of the treatments they used for his blindness was to put leeches on his eyeballs. To treat his dementia, they burned his body with heated cups to form blisters, which they then drained. Oh my God, who would want to live in the 1800s? If that's how they treated the monarchy, imagine how they treated the plebs. Is this going to be one of those days today that gets off to a real slow start and then suddenly improves rapidly? Got an 84, 86 just on the side there. It's quite soft, so let's see if we can free it up. Nope, might be a spade job, but one last wee scrape. Nope, we've moved it. Right. Come on, let this be coin number 3. Certainly within the realms. Tell you what, it's round. Oh, it could be a coin. I'm literally only 10 steps away from the George. Could it be another George? Or is it a button? Oh, I don't believe it. It's a button. Damn you, button. Does look like it's got some writing on it though. Ah, we'll forgive you if you're slightly interesting. Damn it. Gold gilt. Gold gilt colour. So, damn it. Damn. So sure that was going to be a coin there. So it is one of these. You've seen them many times before. These gold gild. It would have been gold gilded in colour. It's all gone. And these, as far as I'm aware, are from the sort of George III period into the beginning of the 1800s. So it's probably contemporary with that coin, which was only found, as I say, just 10 steps away. This is another ear blower. Solid 61. Let's see if we can... Yeah, it's pretty soft ground. Solid 61, I think maybe a bit of lead or a bit of copper. There's actually something there a wee bit flat looking. Yep, it is. So that doesn't sound so good now. Also doesn't look so good. Now that is a bit of junk with a bit of iron attached to it. Might actually be the butt of a pen knife. A little folding pocket knife maybe. You see that shape there? Oop. See that shape there at the back? We're doing a blade pressed against that, and you would fold it out. That's maybe part of the blade, or it's the support either side of the blade. But unfortunately, junk. A weak 78 this time, but worth a go. It's been quite quiet, so getting a wee bit sounding better, or certainly louder. Now not sounding good at all. Might be a big bit of deep iron. It's not a bit of deep iron. It's something green and circular right there. Have we got a coin, or is it another one of these goddamn buttons? I think it's a button. Oh, it's gold. It's gold. Gold and a button. Damn it. Damn you buttons. Oh, what a nightmare. So it's exactly the same type as I got before, except as you can see, it's got most of its gold gilding still there. This side, I think that's just corrosion rather than decoration. It is. Oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. So it was a weak signal. You can see it was a fair depth. It came out on the third spadeful, so about 7 or 8 inches down, because I wasn't going particularly deep thanks to this slightly annoying spade that I've got at the moment, which I'm on and umming about changing. If you do know of a good spade, there's one I think called the Evolution, which looks quite good, but it's about £80 to buy. I'll need to get in touch with Regton, see what they recommend. It's a really deep low, but a solid consistent 40. To be honest, I would think for that sort of readout it would be Coke, but the program in this machine's pretty good at knocking Coke out. Maybe tin foil. It is exactly as I thought, a bit of tin foil. When you are detecting though, it's always worth, see when you get those signals and you're like, I'm 99% sure that's garbage, always worth every so often, just dig one of them anyway, especially if it's shallow, just to be absolutely certain and give you confidence. This one's got to be a coin. 86. It's penny territory all day long. 1p. 1p. It's got to be 1p. Oh, get off the spade. Ah, it's not. What is that? That's a damn it. That is not a 1 pence. That is, bugger it. That is a tin can. Sounds like another axe head. Not high enough though. 76, 79. Well, not overly shallow. Didn't think it was. Okay. Ah, what's that? That is, what is that? Copper? Copper and lead. Now that is a massive bullet. My God, look at the calibre on that. That is a beast. That must be like a bloomin' Magnum, Dirty Harry style or something like that. I think that's from a pistol, a revolver. But my God, look at the diameter of the bottom of that. Whew. A whopper, and with a lead core. But it's ultimately junk. Date wise, it's probably going to be 50, 100, 150 years old at the most. Okay, another mid-tone. 63, I don't think it's going to be deep. I've actually jumped into, oh, what was that? Something round, I'm sure of it. Was it a button? Somewhere there. Anyway, let's get the pinpoint. Could be a button. I don't think it's a coin. It's too low a readout. 63. Where is it? It's over here. There we go. It might actually be a coin. Can't be a coin. Not a 63. No, it's a button. I think that's a wee raised bit there in the middle. So yeah, I've jumped into the neighbouring field, which is the Roman field. This is a dandy button. I haven't had a dandy button in ages. Absolutely ages. Might have a bit of decoration on it. I'll give it a wee gentle rub. I know this might look like I'm being pretty heavy handed, but trust me, this toothbrush is very soft. I'm not putting any kind of excessive pressure on it. So what have we got? Well, there's some decoration there. Look, you can see. Let's get the bendy thumb on it. Oh, in fact, I might have made it worse with a bendy thumb. I think I have made it worse. Right, let's try again. So yeah, you can see there's little sort of, what would you call them? Almost like ears of corn, little ferns. I think it's flowers or a plant or such like, but it looks like a dandy button to me. It's quite big, oversized, very thin. The dandy boys were these well-heeled, well-dressed young men. They wore quite extravagant colours. They dressed very, very smart, spent most of their income on posh clothes. Well, not necessarily posh clothes, but they tried to make themselves look Think a bit like the Artful Dodger in Oliver. Bright colours, top hats, waistcoats, and they would adorn them with oversized buttons, which would have been, this would have been gold gilded or tinned or silvered to make it look flashy. And they existed towards the latter half of the 18th century, and by the early 1800s fashions had changed and the dandy boys were no more, but they left their buttons behind. Oh, and did I say I've jumped over into the neighbouring field? So this is the Roman field. I've only got half an hour or so left. I'm going to do a little loop round this field back to the car and then heading home. So let's see, a nice wee denari would be nice. A wee Roman silver would be fantastic to end the day. Let's see. This one was a fairly weak 79, but I dug it anyway. And it's a clod shot. It might be something. It might be a button or such like. Somewhere in here. It's getting smaller. Oh, it is. That is a little stud, I think. It is. It's it's either a copper rivet or it's a little stud out of leather. Either way, unfortunately, it's junk. We've got a 78, 79. It's within the realms of Roman. I think the ground's soft enough, it is. So let's do a wee live dig. Now I know it's quite bouncy when I do these live digs, but do let me know if you like them or you hate them, so I can either do more of them or do a lot less of them. Yeah. Is it deeper or have I missed it? Where's the pinpoint? I think I'm in the right place. Let me just take a wee slice out that edge. Nope, we're still in there. Come on, great big Roman silver would be lovely. Great big Roman silver. Right, let's get the probe out because we're already down a fair bit. I think it's pretty big, whatever it is. Maybe a big ploughshare. I'll keep digging off camera and get back to you. Well, as is often the case, the deeper you go, sometimes the worse it gets. This was bought for £1.35 and it looks to me like a can of Red Bull. Well folks, that is it for another session. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Now, I didn't get the best of things. You know, you can't win them all. The thing about metal detecting is have low expectations. If that's one thing that metal detecting has taught me. Yes, you see us uncover some fantastic things. You know, a couple of days ago there, case in point was 3 absolutely stunning silver coins. Pete got the silver ingot and we got lead seals and all sorts of things. I mean, you have days like that, trust me. You have hell of a lot worse days than that, than you do good days. This is, you know, it's still pretty good going. I mean, I'd say the large part of what I found today is probably of the Georgian period, certainly into the early part of the 1800s. You know, I got 2 coins, so that's pretty good going. It looked like I wasn't going to get anything decent, but we got the 1890 Queen Victoria, we got the I think it's 1806 George III, then we've got the dandy button, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 other buttons. We've got the little piece of pottery that I spotted, the thimble, the great big bullet from a pistol. This is interesting. I think this has got a good bit of age to it. It could be a musket ball that's been reused. Then again, it could just be a weight that has been made in a similar shape to a musket ball. But that could be old. Could be hundreds, could even be thousands of years old. And then, you know, all the usual bits and pieces alongside. Tin cans, ring pulls, you name it. I found it. I think that was about 3.5 hours I managed there, give or take. Maybe pushing towards 4. And over those 4 hours, this is the best of the finds. I must have dug 50, 60 other things, 70 even, that you didn't see or that I won't include in the video. So you've got to pick through the bad stuff to get the good stuff. Again, just a reminder, let me know what you think about this silver ingot that I got earlier this year, and more importantly this little X here with the stars. And let me know what you think compared with the one that Pete got, and give me your theories. How old is it? How old is the one that Pete got? Solid silver, I'm guessing Roman, but I'd be interested to know. So thanks for watching. If you don't already, hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and hopefully I'll see you on the next dig. At some point as well, I need to try and do a little review on the XP DEUS II. I'll let you know some of my initial feedback about it. Let me know again if that's of interest, and also a little beginner's video on metal detecting, research and getting permissions. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next dig.